I say I'm knocking anybody out that come in here. I don't care. Whether it's to the body, what else? Whether it's to the head, you getting knocked out, son. Real talk. I'm about to be the face of this boxing stuff. Let's talk about this right here.
Right hook in that left hook. Puts him on stacking legs and face first on the back.
I don't even got too much to say. The fight done said it all. I don't got too much to say. Just know it's a different conversation.
Why does it sound personal between you two? Come on. I've been doing this a long time, kid. Let's go.
Africa.
Keyshawn Davis made his feelings crystal clear about Devin Haney during an Instagram live session. He let loose with a stream of harsh criticism and did not sugarcoat anything. It is obvious that there is no friendship or respect between these two boxers.
Talk about that. Talk about that. I got some more Keep pulling out. Punch so hard. I punch hard, bro. I punch hard. I punch hard. I spit when I punch. Stop playing. Stop playing, son. Damn, I got so much. I gotta hang up. Just got to the crib. Stop playing, bro. Punch too hard.
In his first bout of the year, Davis secured a remarkable victory by stopping veteran fighter Jamaine Ortiz in the later rounds. The fight took place at Madison Square Garden in New York City.
He made good on his promise of getting a knockout win in his debut at 140 to cement his status as a top player in the division, and I'm going to turn it over to Keyshawn.
Well, first things first, all glory to God. Jesus Christ for giving me this win. It's been a long time coming, man. From my last fight all the way to tonight, man, there was a lot of twists and turns and up and downs and nights where I just didn't even want to do this anymore, and y'all don't know the half of like how I even got here.
Davis admitted that he had always wanted this kind of matchup against a tough and challenging opponent. He described it as an interesting and exciting fight from start to finish.
A 12-round knockout, like 12 round, like that was always my dream. So like to do it in an opponent like Jamaine Ortiz on my return in front of 20,000 fans, that's God, bro. That's God. I feel like he turned my whole career around. And now it's just continue to just keep trusting in him, you know, that he's gonna do even bigger things for me. And I'm here, man. I'm back and I'm better, just like I promised y'all. Also, I promised y'all a knockout and I got y'all that. And also, I want y'all to give me more credit. My last 3 opponents never been stopped before, never been dropped before. Limos, Baranchi, now Jermaine, and I moved up in weight and stopped him. So it's like, bro, I'm real, bro. I'm for real. And put anybody in there in front of me, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna stop them. Put your money on.
After the fight, Davis did not just celebrate his victory. He quickly shifted his focus to the next big chance. Davis made it very clear that if he ever steps into the ring with Devin Haney, the fight will not go the distance and he will end it by knockout.
The you is, you called out Devin Haney. You talked the other day, and I told you what Mickey Bay said about Devin Haney and you fight. I talked with somebody that you might know from when you were younger, Coach Sean, from Norfolk, Virginia. He told me, you know, when it come to fighting, Keyshawn Davis is just a mean little dude. Like, you can come, you want to box and do all that. He love to fight. Now, I asked you this about Mickey when it came to Devin Haney. Now that you're taking care of business, how does you and Devin Haney end? How does that fight go?
A knockout.
Davis has stated clearly in recent interviews that he does not plan to remain in the super lightweight division for long. He sees the welterweight division as his next big move, especially since Haney currently holds the WBO title there.
Please, God willing, I'm gonna go to 147 and I'm gonna become a 147 champion. And then I'm gonna defend it against Somebody at 147.
Devin Haney?
Who at
Is it
147?
Devin Haney?
Yeah.
Because that's a pound for pound brother right now. And we asked you, who's a fight that's going to put you on that pound for pound list? Devin Haney's at 147, right? And he got a belt.
Now he is, yeah.
And you say you want 147? I mean, what we doing? What we talking about?
Names.
We talking about January 31st. I'm a look great, God willing, and in the future.
Keyshawn Davis has made it clear that he is ready to take on any opponent. He is aiming straight for the very top of the sport and will not back down from a challenge.
You asking that question, I felt like that's what it was. Go ahead.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I'm ready to fight anybody. So I'm going for the stars. And I know Devin Haney is the same fighter from when he was at 35. He's the same fighter when he was at 40. Now he's at 40, so he ain't nothing changed. But his weight, you know what I'm saying? I will knock Devin Haney out, guaranteed. You know, I just feel like, shouts out to Devin, though, you do your thing. Like, I have no problem against you, bro, but we talking business right now. I will knock Devin out for sure. For sure.
You don't think he's hitting a little harder at 47 than he was at 35 and 40 growing into that weight? That's a no.
It looked like it.
It looked like it.
It looks
To us, Keyshawn.
to me.
Let's see how hard I hit January 31st.
When asked if he believes he is a big enough name for Devin Haney to actually want the fight, Keyshawn Davis answered with total confidence. He said he can sell that fight anywhere in the world. He stressed that his skill, his growing fan base, and his recent results in the ring make him a popular and thrilling opponent for any elite fighter out there.
A bright enough star that he'd be willing to take, because, you know, as a businessman, risk reward. You think you bring enough to the table that he'd want to take the fight? He would take the fight?
Hopefully, bro. I hope he would take the fight. In terms of answering your question, a bright enough star, he's already entertaining me on Twitter and social media and stuff like that. So I guess he sees some money potential in this fight right here. But what I would like to do is I would like to become champion, because that just speaks for itself. Once I come to the champion with the table, you can't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know me. People know me. I can go to the UK and sell. Like, I can go anywhere and sell. My first main event, I sold 10,000 tickets. I sell, period. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's entertaining me, because I am a star. But when I come with that world title, whether I beat Dalton Smith or I go move up the weight and beat Lewis Crocker, once I come with them world titles, it's just a different story.
Keyshawn said that Devin Haney and his team have done a lot of promotion and built up a huge amount of hype around him. In his view, that hype goes beyond what Haney has actually achieved inside the ring.
Maybe the entire boxing public was making Devin into something a lot bigger than he is.
I mean, Devin was doing that. Devin and his father, they was promoting Devin well. In terms of, you know, building his fights, who he was gonna fight next to keep his name rolling, making things look like stuff that it isn't, and just saying things that's extraordinary. They was doing a great job promoting Devin, you know, and he was fighting and he was winning. So they was doing everything they could to make him out into the fighter he is today. And hats off to that too. You know, us as fighters nowadays, we gotta promote our own selves. So they was doing what they was supposed to do.
Devin Haney has responded to Keyshawn Davis's bold challenge and made it clear that he is not backing down. After Davis said he was ready to move up to 147 pounds to face him, Haney replied publicly and said that Davis is on his list and that they can make the fight happen. His response shows the confidence of a champion who has already proven himself at the highest level. He has also been seen sharpening his skills in camp with top trainers and respected boxing minds, including figures like Freddie Roach, as he continues to prepare for the toughest competition out there. With both fighters talking so boldly, this matchup is quickly becoming one of the most talked about potential fights in boxing right now. Davis fired right back after Devin Haney acknowledged his challenge. He insisted that if they ever step into the ring together, he will knock Haney out. Davis doubled down on his belief that he is fully ready for elite competition. In multiple interviews, he kept saying that Haney does not have the power or the defense to stop him, and that he would end the fight before the final bell. Davis has publicly declared that he sees himself finishing top fighters and repeatedly mentions knockouts as his goal against any opponent, including Haney.
And said, let's do it. You know, I know he's dealing with some legal issues. I don't know what happened. He said he had to turn himself in, but I believe he tweeted like, Keyshawn, let's do it.
He said that?
Yeah, but he tweeted like something like that. Yeah.
Well, you know, Bill was in my DMs. We already was talking about it before he even hit the media, so I know it's going to happen.
And you're good going straight to Devin in your first fight at 47?
But fighting Devin might not be as easy for Keyshawn as he thinks. Tank Davis once praised Haney for being an exceptional fighter at just 17 years old and highlighted his early talent and skill in the sport. However, Davis also expressed concern that Haney's current lifestyle, especially his partying habits, has caused him to slow down and affected his focus inside the ring. According to Davis, these distractions have likely hurt Haney's overall performance. He said that while Haney's talent is still clear, staying disciplined and making training a priority is very important for long-term success. Davis's comments show both respect for Haney's abilities and a belief that lifestyle choices can shape a fighter's prime and future career.
Video of you and Devin Haney sparring, people were going crazy over it. He was just a teen when that happened. How do you feel like his boxing skills have improved since?
I think he was best on his game when he was that age. I think he was like 17. I wasn't that much older than him. I think we probably like 3 years older, apart, but I feel as though he slowed down. All that partying and drinking and stuff slowed.
In the lead up to his fight against Jermaine Ortiz, Keyshawn Davis talked about how training alongside Shakur Stevenson had a positive effect on his preparation. Stevenson is known as one of the most skilled defensive boxers in the sport. Davis said that working with Stevenson, as well as elite fighters like Terrence Crawford in camp, helped him improve in areas like ring IQ, timing, and defensive awareness. Even though Stevenson was not directly part of his Ortiz fight camp, Davis credited the time he spent sparring and exchanging ideas with him in past training settings for sharpening his overall game and getting him ready for high-level competition. Davis openly admitted that sparring with a boxer of Stevenson's caliber pushed him to raise his own standards. It gave him experience dealing with fast footwork, precise punching, and tactical changes. All of that contributed to his strong performance and his stoppage win in the 12th round.
Yeah, I haven't seen for a little while. How was that?
It was amazing, bro. Nothing but family in there. Training alongside fighters like Zay Quinn, Raymond Forward, Kelvin Davis, Keon Davis. It was amazing, bro. And the rest of our families together. It's really our first time actually really being together like this. Like as far as both our families come together. So it was definitely different, but it was amazing.
How is that like beneficial, right? Like having familiar faces, that good work. You know, from Zaquan to Keyshawn, I'm sorry, obviously from Zaquan to Shakur, you know, like I'm sure you're in the ring sparring with these guys. What's that like maybe mentally kind of going into this fight as opposed to maybe not having that kind of same camp situation in other camps?
Well, for me, I'm a professional when it comes to me actually fighting in the ring. I'm gonna always make sure I do what I need to do to prepare to go into a fight. So like, just as far as like the energy, you know what I'm saying, transferring from camp over to fight week, yeah, that part been amazing, you know what I'm saying? But as far as me already getting prepared for a fight, not really.
In a recent interview with Max Kellerman, Keyshawn Davis was asked if he would fight Shakur Stevenson now that both are in the same weight range around 140 pounds. His answer has been consistently no. He does not see that fight happening. Multiple recent statements from Davis make it clear that even though the matchup makes sense on paper, he does not want to face Stevenson under normal competitive conditions. Davis has repeatedly pushed back against the question, saying that he and Shakur have already agreed they will not fight each other. He also expressed frustration at how often he gets asked about it. He has made it clear that the idea of them exchanging punches in the ring is something he does not imagine happening, not now and possibly not ever.
But the question about the big fight is a real one. Like, if you look at what you're now at 140 pounds, right? Yep. Shakur Stevenson, who you two are never going to fight. By the way, once upon a time, Kenny Norton and Joe Frazier had the same trainer, and they said they would never fight. But man, if it ever made sense, if they were the two guys left standing, they'd have had to. The Klitschko's never fought. They were brothers, right? Even when they ran the division. But if Shakur beats Teo, and he is favored to do so, he's the 140-pound champ. And if he stays there for a minute, and that's your division, when the dust settles, if you two are the best dudes, what are you going to do?
Right. I mean, I'm going to tell you like this, Max. Look, I'm 26 years old. I see the boxing landscape. I understand Shakur will be 140 champ, and that's my division. I feel like boxing is my division. I feel I can really do whatever I want to do, and I know what I want to do after I beat Jermaine. I want to go to 147 and get at 147.
Keyshawn Davis made it clear that his plan is to move up to 147 pounds and win a world title there. He sees that as the next major step in his career. After his recent fight at 140 pounds against Jamaine Ortiz, he said he feels confident about competing against bigger opponents. He believes that his skill set, work ethic, and fight strategy will help him succeed in multiple weight classes. Davis described this move as a natural progression, built on lessons he learned from earlier challenges like missing weight and time away from the ring. Toward the end of the interview, he reflected on his bigger goals and said that his talent, charisma, and determination put him in a position to become one of boxing's top names. But even with those ambitions, he stressed the importance of staying grounded, disciplined, and prayerful. He highlighted that personal growth and spiritual focus are just as important to his journey as athletic success. His mindset combines confidence with humility, which points to a focused and determined path forward.
A competitive fight.
Yeah,
I think that would be the most common answer is Shakur outpoints him in a very competitive fight.
Beats him.
What then? What then for you and Teo?
For the businessman, huh?
All right, cool. Since you worded it like that, I don't, because I won't go say that. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the future holds. I just know what I want to do, and I want to go to 147 and become a champion. Because I just feel like them guys just can't beat me from 140 to 147. And I just feel like, you know, I'm a surprise the boxing world. I'm small. I just moved to 140. And I'm gonna be fighting guys naturally bigger than me, and I'm gonna be stopping them. I mean, knocking them out.
I remember.
And that's gonna be very entertaining.
Yeah, I remember when Floyd Mayweather told me when he was still 130 pounds that he wanted to fight Felix Trinidad. And at the time, that
Some fans are starting to wonder if Keyshawn Davis is actually avoiding a fight with Devin Haney and just building hype without really committing to the matchup. In interviews, Davis has directly addressed these questions by saying that any fight has to make sense. He keeps stressing that every major bout in his career needs to fit with his long-term goals and the right timing. Critics see this as a way to stir up interest and keep control without taking any unnecessary risks. They believe Davis is carefully shaping the story around himself to get the best possible opportunities. On the other hand, his supporters point out that his comments come from a strategic place, not from fear. By insisting that fights must make sense, he shows he is thinking about his career path, how negotiations work, and the need for proper preparation. His focus on discipline, growth, and professionalism makes it clear that he is serious about competing at the top level when the conditions are right for him.
On the whole situation that's currently going on between Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis. And when really looking at and assessing the situation, I'm just trying to figure out at the end of the day if Keyshawn Davis really wants the biggest fights in the sport of boxing, or does he just want the biggest headline? You know, after stopping Jamaine Ortiz Saturday night, Keyshawn Davis immediately calls out Devin Haney in the ring. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, that's a real fight for the sport. A true chess match with Keyshawn Davis's elite timing, sharp and accurate punching, understanding the range, and solid defense being tested against Devin the Dream Haney, elite jab, quick feet, fast hands, championship pedigree, and, you know, his high-level ring IQ. But then, hours later, he's on Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco's platform Nightcap. And now, within a few hours, he's saying that this fight has to make sense. Shifting the conversation over to Lewis Crocker and talks with Eddie Hearn. And in my eyes, this is where the questions start. This isn't something that's even new either. You know, when we look at Keyshawn Davis's past, he said he was going to fight Edwin De Los Santos and Abdullah Mason just to miss weight, not stay in the division at 135, and end up fighting neither, while Abdullah Mason goes on to beat Sam Noakes to take the title that was stripped from Keyshawn Davis. At some point, that stops feeling random and starts to feel like a pattern. Big call-outs, big buzz, then a pivot. And whether intentional or not, it makes me question how much Keyshawn truly wants these big fights. Because in boxing, at least from the fans' point of view, trust is built on consistency and, just as importantly, follow through. So, is Keyshawn Davis really wanting of the big fights, or?
That is the big question everyone is asking. If Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney ever step into the ring together, fans are split on what will actually happen. Davis has the power and the confidence to back up his talk, and he has made it clear that he plans to end the fight by knockout. But Haney is a skilled champion with great defense and ring intelligence. He has faced tough opponents before and knows how to handle pressure. Whether Davis can truly knock Haney out is something only time will tell. It depends on how well Davis can land his shots against a smart and elusive fighter like Haney. So what is your take? Do you think Davis gets the knockout, or does Haney find a way to survive and win? Drop your predictions in the comments and let us know who you have winning this one.